Yo, what is going on, gamers? It is your boy Chris here, aka Christhatgamer. Today, guys, I'm bringing you the most underrated submachine gun in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We're going to be looking at the Weevil. Now, if you guys have not seen my stealth class setup for the Weevil, it's a amazing class setup for getting nuclears with the Weevil. Definitely go and check that out. Link down below in the description. But today we're going to be looking at the Weevil without a suppressor. This is that run and gun class setup, and we're basically just going to be looking to why the Weevil is an underrated weapon here in Black Ops 3. Now, first off, when you look at the Weevil as a whole, you can definitely tell that every other submachine gun in the game outclasses it. If you look at the Vesper, it outclasses in fire rate, damage. The thing is just a monster. The Vesper literally outclasses a lot of submachine guns in this game. And then, for example, if you're talking about the Pharaoh is the first, in my opinion, burst submachine gun that is just amazing. Back in Black Ops 2, I didn't really like the Shycomb just because it didn't kill right. It wasn't a great submachine gun that was a burst, in my opinion. I thought it was a huge fail. But this year, the Pharaoh is just mind-blowing, and when you put rapid fire on it, it just makes this thing shoot like a laser beam, which makes it so much better than the Weevil. Now, something that I see that the Weevil has in its advantage is it's kind of a hybrid when you really think about it. You can obviously tell that this Weevil has this SMG feel to it. Kind of looks like a P90 when you really think about it, and obviously a P90 is a submachine gun that we've all known in the previous Call of Duties. And something that I've realized with the P90 is that you can usually map people medium range and sometimes long range if you're really hitting your bullets, and that's how I kind of feel with the Weevil. I feel that the Weevil is from this family of the P90 because it just works so well and is such a great SMG, and I really feel like this weapon is very underrated here in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I don't know why, but I wish if this weapon were to get buffed that it would actually kind of buff its damage, because it doesn't need a buff in fire rate. But when you do really look at the fire rate on this weapon, it has the second best fire rate, which is obviously really good, and obviously the first best is the Vesper, but it's honestly the damage. The damage needs to be buffed just a tiny bit, just because of the fact that this weapon doesn't kill fast. It really doesn't, and sometimes you can tell. And the reason why in this game it might seem that I'm killing super fast is because I'm using rapid fire. When you throw on the rapid fire attachment to basically any gun here in Call of Duty Black Ops 3, it just makes that gun literally an amazing weapon. And then you have the grip, and I also like to use fast mags. It just makes this weapon a lot better, and grip is obviously for the recoil, and there's really not that much recoil on this weapon. The spread is really easy to control. It honestly just sways left to right, and it's very easy to control when you're trying to map people from medium to long range, which is why I don't use a red dot on this weapon. I always think that a submachine gun should never really need a red dot, and this is one of those weapons that doesn't need a red dot, which is a huge positive. But I do think that this weapon is very underpowered here in Black Ops 3, and I would like to see if we're ever going to get a buff. They've tried buffing this thing multiple times, and it just really didn't help because they weren't really buffing what it needs. Obviously, if they buff something out of the ordinary, like they buff too much on the damage, we might be looking at another Vector, or we might be looking at another Bison from Ghost if they end up buffing the fire rates. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Do you think the Weevil is the most underrated weapon here in Black Ops 3? And if you don't, let me know which SMG you think is most underrated. The reason why I did not pick the Pharaoh is because the Pharaoh is still godlike, and even before it got nerfed, it was probably one of the best SMGs in the game. So as always, it's B-Boy Chris here, aka Christhatgamer. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.